Hi people, welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how to set up your hedge. It's called a King Hedging EA. Now what this expert advisor does is it actually works without using the stop loss. So it will actually take another trade when it gets to a point in the stop loss point. So it's a hedging bot. Okay, this is very good for recovering accounts. So if you've got an account which is not quite getting to where you want it to be, you could leave this running. It comes with I think it's 5 set files or 4 set files that you'll get with this as well. I'm just going to bring them up. Okay, so basically the King Hedging cover, okay, you'll get a King VIP 1K 10L set. You get the King Hedge 20K, which is a set, and then you'll get the King 20K cent, which is a Bitcoin risk low set as well. Okay, so if you want to try this on crypto, you can use it. If you want to try it on gold, if you want to use it, if you want to try it, which I'm doing, trying it on gold at the moment. I'd probably try it on GBP, JPY. You want something quite volatile. Now I am at the moment using a management system where I'm actually helping people on a monthly basis, where I run their own Darwin accounts, and I've been able to be very successful by using high volatile trading accounts to do this. Okay, so this hedging cover bot is going to help really well. This works on MetaTrader 5. Okay, so it's going to be very easy to set up. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take you over to the actual bot. Now there are actually two things running on this. Okay, there's the King Hedging cover bot which I've got running, and also I have another indicator which is running inside this as well. So if we right mouse click, we go to the indicator list, you'll see that I'm using gold level MT5, I'm using market settlement data point, and I'm using order blocks all in one. Okay, this just helps me that if I wanted to take or go into a trade, it gives me points of entry of getting into a trade and out of a trade, so you could use this to manually set up as well. Now this has only been running for several hours. Okay, had some great results with it, even though it's only several hours. I'm quite impressed the way that what it does is it takes a trade, waits till it falls below a certain point, which is a stop loss, and then it will retake another trade. Okay, the bot is quite good. Okay, it's a T95 hedging cover bot, and you can see that the buy and sell is at 3.5. We've got the break-even point, which it shows you this is where you obviously make your money back that you've lost if you were what money is put into it. Okay, then you've got the buy, the sell point, you've got the lot buy, which is at 0.01, and the lot sell, which is at 0.00, so I'm only using it for the buy. The balance, this tells me how much I've got equity in the account, and the balance obviously is the equity here. Then it's got the P&L, which is obviously the actual what profits and the losses, okay, which is combined, which you'll see is 1.30 cents. Now you might not think this is a lot, but all I'm trying to do is show you that this little bot is quite powerful. It also gives you buy points to get into the market, and also sell points to get into the market. Okay, and then a pivot point as well, where the market could pivot. So if we look at my here, okay, which is what I use, you'll see these are my known support and resistance points that I go into the market and out of the market. Okay, and you'll see that at the moment this is just consolidating. When probably wait till the Asia wakes up, and it will either break this point and come down, okay, and may even respect this point and then bounce back up. And this will be a great time to get into the market, because as you know, I only buy trade when I'm trading with XauUsd, which I trade manually in my account 1. My account 2, which is my other account which I have, which is an MT4 account. This is one where I actually test all my bots on MT4 platform. And then my MT3 account, well, my MT5 account, which is my third account, which is doing really well at the moment. It's 154,000. Started with 100k, it's made 54k on that, and it's only been going for a couple of months. So we're doing really good, and I'm very, very close to getting my. I'll just show you. I think it's important to show you if I can find it. Yeah, maybe I might not be able to show you, but basically it's just I'll just show you quickly, and then we'll get into the training. This is my main account, okay, and this is my account 1, and I'm just in the process of getting my first gold Darwin. Okay, this is really good because it basically everything will be 10 times what I make. So at the moment in my balance I've got 557,000, so I'm just over £500,000 or dollars inside this account. This was an account that I started with 100k, so I've grown this, and this is all through manual trading. Okay, so I do know what I'm doing. And then if we move into this one here quickly, you'll find that it's at 154. Let's just move this over here. There we go. This one here is 155,450. So you can see, you know, that they're all going in the right direction. Where, you know, once you get to a certain point, you then get performance fees, and then you start to get money coming in every 3 months, basically. That's how the system's designed to work. So, you know, it's really, really good. And you see there's another one here. This one here is 92,530. This is the one where I test my bots, okay, rigorously, and I just basically pay $38 to be able to do that on a real account, because I want an account which I can actually test. And this one here you can see is in the balance 104,950, and I'm using HFT bots here, vigorous bots, loads and loads of bots. This is a system which I show, which is my RSI gift, and this basically shows you how to get into a trade, out of a trade, pretty much win every single time, using these methods I show you inside my Darrens Trading Academy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fly straight over here. We're going to show you how to set this bot up here. Okay, now you notice I'm using this in a 4-hour window. The reason why, I suppose, is because you can pretty much it's more precise if you use a 4-hour window. If you use a 1-hour window, you can still do it with this. You see that this is when the trade was placed, and this is the sell stop, okay, and this one here is the a level. So this is almost like the level point, the pivot point, which I was talking to you about. You can close all and clear your stop loss and take profit very, very quickly. Just push on this button and it will actually end the trade very, very quickly. You'll see that I'm very risk averse at the moment. I'm just running this just to see how it goes. I don't want to be too risky at the moment. I like to test things out first. And you also say that it started to place trades as well, which it's already done here. Okay, it's placed a sell stop, because remember, instead of using a stop loss, this will use a sell stop, where it's guessing what is going to happen inside the market, and it will try and retrade and keep trading. So it's recovering any losses that you may have had on your account, and this is a great way of trying to recoup your account and get it back into a balance. Okay, so this bot is pretty good for that. So this is a King Hedging Cover EA, okay, version 2.2. It's been played around with, this bot, okay, but it comes with set files, so you really don't need to know much more about it. Everything is pretty much done for you. You just click on the load button like here, and then it will open up, and I will supply the set files that you require, and you'll just be able to put in what risk you want to put in. You'll get the set files that you'll be able to actually run. You can see the hedge 20k, 20k cent gold, Bitcoin, or 1k 10 light. Okay, so this is almost where it's just going to work on a very low risk, which is why we're at the moment running quite low. But as I said, I like to test these to make sure they're working all right. And I'll also be throwing this indicator in as well, which will be coming with you when you actually open up this module. Now, I think this module is something like 57 or 58, somewhere around that margin now. So you've still got 57 to 58 other expert advisors, indicators, templates to play with, where you can start to build up your own arsenal of what you want to use to build up your own trading account. Okay, so what we're going to do now is going to show you how to set this up. It's very, very simple. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to close this one down like so. And we're going to close this one down as well, and we'll close this one down. In fact, what I would do is I'm going to use another account entirely. Okay, we'll use this one. Now this is only a couple of weeks old. This is about 9 days old, this account. Okay, this is one of my management accounts that I'm actually setting up, and you'll see that this is my wife's one actually, so this is a great one to show you. This one has been running for around about 5 weeks, and there is certain tricks that I show people how to use, which is all included in the Darrens Trading Academy, which is a one-time price, around about $397. It will be going up very, very shortly. It's going up to around about $497, even $697. And if you are interested in the management where I do everything done for you, you pay 3 monthly payments of £220. Okay, that includes me setting up the Darwin's, the Gmail account, everything, getting everything up to a point where you're around about 105 to 110,000 inside your 100k account that you start with, get you up to an allocation point, and then I move you on to the second Darwin in the second month, third Darwin in the third month. This works exceptionally well inside the UK. And then after that, I hand everything over to you, okay, and you run it yourself. If you can't do that, I'm running at the moment a very, very super deal, $97 a month to look after all 3 Darwins. I'm basically managing them for you, and then all you need to do is put your bank details in, and then you can start to draw your performance fees when they start to come in. Okay, so it's a really, really good system. So anyway, we're going to jump straight over to this. So you can see that I've been using the Black Wolf EA. Okay, this is an exceptionally good bot, especially as I have a little trick where I actually trade the USD to the Mexico. Okay, this is what I trade, and although you might think, oh my god, you're 1,563 in drawdown, okay, what you've got to understand is we've got 122,000 with an equity of 121,000 in this account. Okay, so when you take that into comparison, it's quite low. Now how this works, okay, is that it gets into a point in the market where it takes sell and buy stops, and it will actually get to a point where it will start to reverse. When this reverses, then these trades will start to take. It's like, for argument's sake, this one here, you can actually manually stop it. You can see, well, I've just manually stopped that trade, and I can manually stop this trade and all if I want to, okay, and I can manually stop that trade as well. Now I only manually stop trades that are in profit. I won't do it if they're in the red. I just leave the bot to do what it needs to do, and rely and believe in the method and the system that I'm using. This is fully automated. Okay, so this is one where I literally just set it up and I don't actually get involved with any manual trades. It is just fully automated, and you can see that we've already made 22,000 in about 5 weeks. So it's a very, very good system. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to set up this bot, okay, because sorry if I've gone on a little bit, but you can see I'm very, very passionate in what I do. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a volatile pair. So I'm going to use GBP JPY because I know that that's a volatile pair. Okay, so we're just going to look for that. Now if it's not there, I'll show you. This would be a great idea for me to show you how you're going to find this. So basically, if you click down here where it says click to add, and then if you add in your GBP JPY, you'll see that it's come up there like that. And if you double click on this, it's now added the GBP JPY. And then what you do then is you hold onto this, okay, drag this across so it's not on the chart, otherwise it will change the chart, and then and then click enter, and you can see this is loaded it up. We're going to run on an hourly chart, so we're going to right mouse click and we're going to take the grid off. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to add the bot. Now when you get a bot, yours will say something like Darrens King Hedging Bot. You just double click on this. It's a WinZip file. You will need to open it up on your own computer, so you know where it is. Once you've done that, you're going to get a file that looks something like this. Okay, this is the file. You're going to right mouse click, you're going to copy the hedging bot. Okay, you're going to go over to your actual trading account. It has to be an MT5 account. You're going to go to file, then you're going to go to open data folder, and then you're going to go to MQL5, double click on here, then you're going to go to experts, then you're going to go to advisors, then you're going to add, right mouse click, and then we're going to add the bot in like so. Okay, so now you'll see that bot was just going to appear inside here very shortly. You can see it's just been loading up now as we speak. I've got very slow internet at the moment. It's just something I need to work out. So you can see that the King Hedging cover bot is here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to close this down because we don't need this no longer. I'm just going to move this up here. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on any of these expert advisors. You're then going to right mouse click, and then you're going to hit the refresh button. And what it's going to do is it's going to introduce the hedging bot into here. Okay, so if we look through now, you'll see that this is the hedging bot here, the King Hedging Bot. So what we need to do is you will also get some set files that are going to be going in here. So we need to add them into your actual trading platform. Okay, now it's very simple to do. If we go back to where we got these, we're going to grab all three of these. Remember that you are lucky enough to have one of these King Hedging ones, which are designed to work on Bitcoin. Okay, so it's really good. What I'm going to be showing you now is I'm going to close this down. I'm going to go to file. We're going to go to open data folder. We're just going to see if there's a preset. Sometimes I add a preset in here. If there's not a preset, then if we go to downloads, all you need to do is make sure that you put it in somewhere where you know where it's going to be. So I'm going to add it in here, bot stuff. Okay, and you can see that these are all set files that I've got inside here. These are all specialized set files that I give out to my other members because I've tried and tested these. You can also see that these set files have already been added into this as well. So we're going to close this down, and what we're going to do now is we're going to add the bot. Now it's very simple. All we need to do is you hold the left mouse button down and you drag across, and you see that there's a little square that's appeared on the GBP JPY. Okay, and then you just release. This is going to open up the information for the bot. Okay, first thing you'll need to do is make sure that allow algo trading is clicked on. Go to imports, inputs, and you pretty much don't need to touch any of this at the moment. Okay, what you want to do is you want to run this for about a week and just make sure that it's in profits first before you adjust the lot file. And then you can adjust the lot file, say 0.02, 0.03, depending on what account you've got. I would only suggest this if you've got a 100k account. If it's a 20k account, I'd keep it at 0.01 to 0.03, just to protect yourself. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to click on a file which is inside here. So you saw that we had the hedging file, which is in here somewhere. Here it is, King Hedging file. So we're going to use the light one, which is this one here. We're just going to highlight it, and then we're going to hit open. And you'll see now that this has been added in. And then what we want to do then is hit OK. And now this bot is activated. Okay. Now, if this is the first time that you're using MetaTrader 5, this is probably what you would need to do. You'd also need to go to top left hand corner, okay, where the file is. If you move your cursor across until you get to tools, click on tools, then click on options, and then it's going to open up your options folder. You want to click on Expert Advisors, and then you want to click on Allow Algorithmic Trading, Allow Dell Imports, and Allow Web Request. Okay, this is help you when you add any more of your bots. Okay, then you want to click OK, and you'll see now that this is in. So if I bring this down to about here, let's do that again. Okay, so we're bringing that down, and we're just going to bring this down here like so. You can see that this is, that's not the bot, let's put that back. Okay, so this is the bot that we've set up. Okay, like so. You see that the T95 hedging cover bot, and we're just going to open this up like so. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to add the indicator. These are very, very simple. All you need to do is, again, this will be inside your WinZip folder. So for easy sake, if you like, I'm just going to just demonstrate the same as what I've done just a minute ago. So I've already downloaded the actual indicator. So I will find it in here. You'll see I've got lots and lots of indicators, okay? Yeah, as I'm quite heavily into actually expert advisors, etc., and indicators. Another way that you can find it as well, actually, if you've already got it on another machine, you can actually just take it off from another machine. I'm just going to show you how to do that. So you'll see that where we were looking at this particular bot, if I can find it, so where we've got this set up here, we click on here and we go to here, just open this up. You'll see that this is the indicator which is on this computer. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to grab this indicator. So we're going to go to File. So this is how you can get it off another computer, okay, and then I'll show you how we're going to get it from your own computer. Okay, so we're going to go to MQL4, we're going to go to Indicators, let's just move it over a minute. Let's do that again. I'll tell you where it is. It's actually been added as an expert advisor, so we're just going to go back. That's why I'm struggling to find it. Don't worry, yours will be in your WinZip folder, so it'll be extremely easy for you to be able to get access to it and find it. So we're going to go to Advisors, which is right here, and then we're going to grab the order block all in one. We're going to grab the market sentiment data point and the gold level. Okay, so these are the three that we require, and we're going to right mouse click and we're going to copy. Now remember, you would get these in a WinZip folder, so basically what you would do is where these bots are, okay, these bots here, you will see the other three indicators that you can add into your account, okay, into your MetaTrader account. So we're going to close this down. So I've copied these bots here. Okay, we're going to move over to my account now where I'm showing you how this works. So if we go over here to this account, and you'll see that we haven't placed them in yet, so I'm going to move this back down here. We're going to go to File, we're going to go to Open Data Folder, then we're going to go to MQL5, then we're going to go to Experts, then we're going to go to Advisors, and then we're going to paste in, right mouse click and paste. And what we're doing now is we're pasting in these three these are actually specialized indicators, okay, which we're going to add. Now how we can do this, okay, is while we've got this open, right, we need to close this now, and we need to just go here just highlight one, right mouse click, let's move it up there, and then we're going to hit the refresh button. And it's going to refresh these bots. Okay, we're just going to move this over here so you don't get confused. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to add in the indicators. Okay, now the reason why these indicators are in is because they will help you if you want to learn trading. This is the order block all in one, so we're going to hold on to this and drag this across. All this information will be inside the cheat sheet inside the module, so you will have an order block cheat sheet that you'll be able to visualize and see as well. So we're going to go to common, we're going to allow modification of the signals, and you can see the indicator plots all types of order blocks including mitigated, unmitigated and breaker. It's best suited for smart money concept trading strategies. Okay, this is your input. This is where you can play around with this and adjust this to your heart's content. You can change the colors as well. You've got the visualization, and then you just hit OK. Okay, so this is the first indicator that you're going to introduce into here, and you'll see that it's already working out points of interest inside this actual platform. So we're on GBP JPY. If we move this to the 4-hour window, and you'll see now that we get a little bit of a different picture. Okay, and you'll see that this red point here is actually showing you a hammer down, so this is showing you to get into the market for a down trade. Okay, for a bear, because if this was gold then you'd be saying bears and bulls. Pretty much the same really, to be honest, with the GBP JPY. This is still a hammer down. Okay, so this is telling you it's moving down, so this would be a short trade. If you wanted to manage your place, and you can actually just click on sell and buy, so you can buy and sell using these indicators, as well as the actual King Hedging Bot is also working as well. Okay, and you'll see that if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll probably find that the bot has already started to activate a few points in here. Okay, it will be active at some point where it's actually starting to take a trade, because what it normally does is it will normally log in and log out. I think at the moment markets are closed. This is the reason why it can't make a trade, and it will wait until it takes a trade. So we've done the order block all in one, which I've set up. Now we're going to move over to another one, which is the market sentiment data point. Hold on to this and drag this across. These are really good indicators because these are really going to help you to find a point to get into the market and out of the market. This one, okay, is the indicator, shows you how many traders are currently in long or short for a specific currency pair. So what this does is this actually monitors who's already put a trade for a short and who's already put a trade for a long. So this is very powerful because you can use this by, if there was more people that were going long, then obviously there's more chance that the market would do this. Okay, the source is an aggregated client position data from a number of large brokers. This is how this system works. Okay, and again, you can play around with this. It's got lots and lots of stuff which you can play around with. You can adjust the symbols, etc., the visualization, etc. All you want to do is just click OK. So we've done that. This is going to change a few things inside the chart. You can see that we've got GBP JPY now is showing you that it's at 56%, and the neutral zone is at 44%. So there's just one more to add now. So we're just going to add that, and that's the gold level. What this is going to do, this is going to give you gold points. Now, of course, we're using GBP JPY, so you wouldn't necessarily be using the GBP JPY gold level, right? Because it could be completely different. It's got different points coming into the market and out of the market. You could try it. Okay, there's no reason why you can't try this. Hold on to it, drag it across, and then drop. But what I would do is I would monitor these points and see if it revisits certain points inside the market. You could try using Fibonacci at the highest point to the lowest point, Fibonacci retracement, and then find when it breaks those support lines. Say for instance you're on a 4-hour chart, breaks the support line on a 15-minute chart, opens a second candle in the same direction, it's a good chance it's going to go back up if you were looking for a buy trade or short low if you're looking for a sell trade. Okay, so we can look at the imports. So the imports here, there's not much in this really, to be honest. Just got alerts on, color, visualization. You don't really need to worry too much about it. Just click OK, and there you can see that it's drawing up points. Remember, this is quite possible that this may not work very well with the GBP JPY. It's normally used for XauUsd. If you want to change everything over to XauUsd, just hold on to the XauUsd. You scroll across and then you drop. You'll see that it's loaded it all up, and now this is all set up for XauUsd, which is gold against the US dollar. Okay, and if we click on here, it's going to open up all these trades, and you'll see that if we just drag this across like so, I'm just going to show you. If we go here like that, open that up, you'll see that you've now got points when you can get in the market, points when you get out of the market, and also there's a pivot point. Okay, so you can move the actual window along to like here, and this is quite a good indication and showing you exactly what the markets are doing. It's this one. There we go. So it will show you points of when you can get in the market, points when you can get out the market. So it shows you the shorts and the longs. Plus also you have the King Hedging Cover Bot, which is going to place points to get back into the market rather than using a stop loss to recover if you have any losses. Okay, so this is a great little system to try. It's entirely up to you if you want to give it a whirl. This is another one of your modules for you to look forward to inside Darren's Trading Academy. Let me know how you get on with it. It's a great bit of kit, this. You notice that just by using different expert advisors together, or indicators and templates, you are going to get better results, because this is what almost foresees into the market and out of the market. And also it's showing you points of when people have already got into the market and out of the market. Okay, so that's it. All the very best until my next video. Thank you. Bye now.